YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy D Got Juice, and we back with another video, a banger. Yes, you guys, we got a banger today. And if you read the title description, man, you already know we got a fire SB to get into. Without further ado, I ain't gonna take your head off, man. Let's get into it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got the box in the building, and we have a Nike SB box now. You know, from first glances, when you see this box, y'all probably like, man, it's just a regular SB, but no, this is a collab. This is from a skater, and we'll get to her in a minute, but hey, these SBs right here, most of the skaters that are a part of, you know, Nike SB on the team get this purple box. You know, you got Utos. It was a couple other skaters, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but you do get the purple box. And the box reads Nike SB. Dunk Low Pro, court purple, black, white, size 11.5 right there. I go up half a size on all my SBs because, you know, not like your typical dunks, these do fit kind of, you know, kind of tight on my feet. So I do go up half a size, you guys, but purple box, let's go ahead and pop the lid, you guys. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Sheesh. But before we get to that, you do have your lot number right there, so y'all the QC stuff. And do we got a green and white sticker? Do we got a green and white sticker? No, yeah we do. Yeah we do. It's in the corner. They always move that green and white sticker, so you definitely gotta check your box, but you do got the white end sticker in the inside. But putting this back inside, you got some green paper right here, green and white paper, kind of got that wood effect to it like most SBs do. And popping these open, you guys, we have a blind bag. And let's go ahead and take the bag out, you guys, so we can pop this thing open and see what's inside the bag. But you do get a blind bag, and that's a dope feature on these. You do have your Nike SB sticker right here, as you can see. But back to this blind bag, and that's pretty much all with the box, you guys. You get a purple box, and you get a blind bag inside. So let's talk about this blind bag. So we did have another SB that came with a blind bag. Yes, sir. We had the Wizard of Oz SB that came out, you guys. Y'all can see I did a lace swap on these. But the Wizard of Oz SB is a dope SB, and these also came in blind bags, and they actually had special pairs with these. So my thing is with the Hayley Wilson, do they have special pairs of this shoe? We'll just have to see. You know, with the Wizard of Oz, pairs came out like months later, or like a couple weeks later, when they send them all the skate shops, all the special pairs. But we have to see with these. But these are the Hayley Wilsons, you guys, and let me give y'all a little sneak peek before I dive into it right there. Can you see in them? Yes sir, yes sir. We have the Hayley Wilson SBs. These did release early at skate shops. My local Blue Tile got these, but I couldn't make it down there, so shout out to my guy, the Paycheck down at APB. He hooked me up with a pair of these down in Greenville, South Carolina. If you're definitely in the area, check out APB. Shout out to the Paycheck. You know, that's my guy right there. But here we have the Hayley Wilson SBs, you guys. And let's get the other shoe out the box. Now, I did unbox these, you guys, so I can't really give y'all a first reaction, but I'm telling y'all, man, these are gas in person. But you do get these extra laces. Matter of fact, these come already in the shoe. This is an extra lace, and the lace that I decided to go to is one of the laces that come inside the shoe, you guys. But let's get the left shoe out, and bam! Yes, sir. The left shoe. You know, pretty much both shoes are identical, you guys, besides the bottom. We'll get that in a second. But we got the Nike SB Hayley Wilsons. Now, what do y'all rank these, man? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. My boy was telling me, he was like, bro, his homeboy talking about these SB of the year. And I'm like, bro, you crazy, bro, for saying that. Because I already said that the rodeos were SB of the year. And, you know, we got the Utos followed behind that. And these are third for me. But upon seeing these in hand, I think I got to put these above the rodeos, man. Because this colorway is definitely fire. You know, can we say skeletal vibes, you know what I'm saying, with a little twist. But yeah, man, these Hayley Wilsons are crazy, man. We're gonna dive into the details on these SBs. But yeah, these up there, man, for SB of the year. All right, you guys, so which shoe should I go with? Should I go with the left or the right when we talk about these Hayley Wilsons? we're gonna have to talk about both shoes, but I'm gonna start off with the right shoe. So we're gonna put this one on the ground real quick, and there you go. You have the Hayley Wilsons. This is the right shoe. But let's start off with the bottom of the shoe. So you can see you got that standard SB traction, you got that clear outsole and that baby blue, but you can see right there you have like some, you know, some little splickle splackles, some little sparks right there. You got some purple right here in the middle, and you have right there one of those faces. And I think this means laugh and cry. You know, if you know anything about arts and Broadway and all that, you know, I don't know what the technical term of it is, but I think it stands for, you know, laugh and cry, or happy and sad, something like that. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But it's kind of the midsole. You can see you got that white midsole, black stitching around there. As you come to the uppers, you have a nice suede, and like I was telling y'all, man, the suede on these shoes is nice. Just because it's coming in a purple box does not mean it's a special shoe. This is a collab with a skater with Nike SB, Hayley Wilson, and it does have a nice purple and black suede on these. As you come to the toe box, it does have a white leather. I will say the leather on these shoes is not premium at all, so you definitely gonna have to watch. I think this is gonna crease up, man, just like the Haritos. And what's another shoe that has some bad leather on it? Oh, Chunky Dunkies, bad leather. But yeah, definitely not the most premium leather on these. As you can see on your Nike swoosh, you got a black Nike swoosh, it's outlining this white. And as we come to the back, you know, we gotta slap that ass, you guys, but you got Nike on the back with this kind of barbed wire effect right there. You know, usually where you see those lines on the back of the SB. I did go with the lilac lace. I know a lot of people have been saying the light purple, but this color right here is lilac, y'all. So, you know, I did go with the lilac lace instead of the other two that's included in the box. You got Nike SB right there, and it does say Hayley Wilson right there. So you got Nike SB in a different font, and it says Hayley Wilson, and you also have that font also on the back. As we get into the insoles, you guys, you do have some standard, you know, shoe paper right there. And you have a special insole on these, and you can see it says Hayley Wilson with the scorpion and another like splackle, you know what I'm saying, a little spark right there with the lilac insole. Nothing on the bottom of the insole, but yeah, that's pretty much all you get with the right shoe. Anything on the back, I don't know what this says. It says you Beckham. I don't know what that says, bro. If anybody in the comments can let me know what that says, I cannot read that font. You know, I do wear contacts, so my eyes might be a little bit tripping on me this morning. I just got off work, I'm shooting this video, but looking at the left shoe, you know, just as fire. But we're gonna look at those bottoms, and you know, that's pretty much the other face of that laugh and cry, that, you know, that Broadway, that art stuff. Y'all can let me know what that means, but you also have another spot right there. But on the insole on the left shoe, you do have a spider. It says Nike SB, and it has some artwork of a flower right there. And I just feel like that's dope, you know. I think the artwork is actually some of her tattoos. Y'all can let me know also down below. I should have did my research on this shoe, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I wasn't even gonna get this shoe. And you know, when my locals posted they still had sizes, you know, shout out to the paycheck, I was like, hey man, this is a good SB that I could add to the collection for retail. You can't beat getting a Nike SB for retail, because go a year or two back, you guys, Nike SBs were hard to get. You weren't touching a Nike SB for retail, my bad, you guys. You were paying that resale. But what can I say about these, man? Fire SB. Can I say these are SB of the year? No, it's still going to the rodeos, but I can definitely put these above the U-toes, because, you know, the colorway is fire. It's gonna give me that pop. You know, I'm actually gonna throw these on today, you guys. So maybe you might get, you know, a little picture on my IG at Real D Got Juice. Y'all know, tap in. I'm doing reels, pictures. I just uploaded a reel to Ferrari 14s. That video is also coming to the channel. But we are here for the Hayley Wilsons. These are the shoes, man. And what can I say? They are fire, man. But anyway, we're gonna end the video off in a second, you guys. And yeah, it's a fire SB. Yes, sir. So we finna end the video off. We have the Hayley Wilson SB, you guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these shoes. I think they are fire, and I love the colorway on these. I don't have an SB in my collection this color. I do wish I had the Skeletor SBs, but those SBs go for a crazy amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I can still get the same effect with these. Definitely, I can see myself throwing on some Charlotte Hornets, you know, gear, even though they are trash. But anyway, you know, we got some Charlotte Hornets. They like right up the road. Y'all know I live in South Carolina. But anyway, Fire SB, definitely for retail. Shout out to my guy, The Paycheck. Shout out to APB for blessing me with these shoes, you know, for the retail. I'm just glad that they, you know, people slept on these. But for me, I'm telling y'all, man, we got Rodeos, we got Hayley Wilson's, and we got Utos for the year. Who knows what Nike SB has in store, but if you like this shoe, go ahead and buy it, man, because you know how like all SBs, they do tend to go up. Anyway, we finna end the video off. I cannot leave y'all saying gain and maintain. Never let nobody tell you what you can't do. Invest in yourself, invest in your dreams. D got juice to the next video. Man, y'all stay tapped in because that Ferrari video is on the way. But until we meet again, you guys, be blessed. Peace.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey. Go through the phase to get where we pray. We champion made, ain't nothing I changed. The streets that we paved, they throwing parades. Ayy, nobody can hate on the road that I played. When everything's settled, let's see who remains. From dusk till dawn, from night till day. Ayy, checking the game, was never afraid. Just calling my name, they fall into place. The land of elite, the home of the brave. Ayy, nobody can hate on the toll that I paid. When everything's settled, let's see who remains. From dusk till dawn, from night till day.